Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matt with RARTCG. Today's video is all about how to start selling Pokemon cards and why right now is the best time there's ever been to jump into it and to start making money. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe, but also let's cover and address the elephant in the room. You may say, Matt, what's all over your shirt? Listen. I just got done at the gym, just got home, ate some chicken nuggies, and now we're here recording a video. This is real life, okay? I don't have time to jump into the shower, get all prettied up for the camera, okay? This is real life. I train strongman. I'm preparing for a competition in November. So basically tonight was log press night. I'm gonna throw up a video of me just repping out a log. That's my favorite event. I love pressing events. They are so much fun. The log was the first thing I ever did in strongman. I won't get derailed here too much. But listen, that's why I have chalk all over my shirt. By the way, tonight at the gym went great. This is a great segue into why right now is the best time for you to consider start selling your Pokemon cards, to start making money. If you have been in the hobby, whether it's a short term or a long time, and you've ever thought to yourself like, hey, I think it would be fun to sell Pokemon cards and make some money. Well, I don't know if you noticed this, but look around. Pokemon's kind of in a bull market, y'all. Things are going kind of crazy. Things are selling out left and right. You can hardly ever find product on store shelves anymore. And so right now, out of any other time, is probably the best time to dive in, to start learning how to sell and to see whether or not you enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, not everyone in the hobby is meant to be a seller. And I think that that's something really important to note. I think that kind of gets lost on people whenever we're talking about starting a business. It's perfectly okay for you to casually enjoy and collect in the hobby. And as you collect over time, your collection may go up in value or maybe it doesn't. The collector and hobby kind of environment is super volatile. And just because we see all of these crazy price hikes, if you love Mousehold and you want to collect all the Mousehold cards and EXs, and you realize in 20 years that your Mousehold cards haven't risen as much as the Charizard cards have, but you enjoy your collection, you love it, then that's all that matters. However, on the flip side, if you've ever thought or been interested in making money in the hobby, then why not give it a try? We're going to cover a couple steps today in this video to help you get started and to not miss out. I don't want you to look back like a year, 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road when things start slowing down and product is everywhere. I don't want you to look back at this time and say, hey, I missed out. Okay? So this video is to encourage you to not miss out. But, asterisk, big but, it may not be for you. You may make 10, 20 sells on TCG Player and be like, yo, I hate shipping cards. And guess what? That's okay. And it's a really good thing for you to notice and realize and apply to your next steps in your life. But at the end of the day, do not live your life in a way that you're going to look back and say, if I had just done X, if I had just done Y. Make the decision now to do the hard thing, make 10, 50, 100 sells on TCG Player before you decide whether or not this is for you. So let's talk about the steps. I got 3 steps for you to get started selling today or this week. So step number 1 is to pick a business name. This business name can be anything you want. And to be honest, you don't have to stick with whatever name you pick first. So if you want to be Pokebro 2.0, then you can do that. Okay, you can make sure that no one else uses that name on TCG Player and then just pick a name, okay? It doesn't have to be this crazy, thought out, perfect name. If you get into it, you find out that you love it, then maybe you want to readjust, rebrand, and rename yourself. But remember, right now, and the purpose of this video is to get you started, okay? Get you up and running and to start selling as soon as possible. So pick a name as your very first step. Super simple and straightforward. After that, you want to sign up for an account on TCG Player or eBay. I personally recommend TCG Player. There's a couple reasons for this. Number one, listing cards, super easy on TCG Player. You don't have to stress out about taking pictures. You don't have to stress out about writing descriptions and titles and all of these kind of meta name tags and words to put into your listing to make sure it's seen alongside the higher level of listings. There is a whole deep iceberg to listing on and selling on eBay. It's one that I'm studying right now. I have an eBay shop, but I have not sold anything. Guess why? Because I'm still learning. I'm still watching and gathering information, and I'm about to start that process. So I recommend TCG Player. There's a ton of sales volume. That means that there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of cards sold each and every day, from 5-cent cards all the way up to $500 or $1,000 cards on TCG Player. So jump on TCG Player. You're going to click that sign up as a seller button and to follow all the steps there that they have. And remember, all you need is that shop name that we covered in step number 1. So step number 2 is to sign up for a TCG Player account or an eBay if you're feeling really brave. Step number 3, and this is kind of the last step to this main video, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about what happens next, right? A little bit after this. So step number 3 is to not go buy. You don't want to run to your Target and try to hit a restock. That's not the purpose of this video. I'm not encouraging you to be a scalper, okay? I want you to take advantage of the amount of sales that are taking place in the hobby. I don't want you to take advantage of your local markets and try to sweep everything up, okay? Because in your collection, if you go to your closet or go to the ETB containers right next to you, you're gonna notice that there's some cards that could actually sell super quickly. If you wanna know the top 3 to 5 bulk cards that you could be selling right now, you can check out my last video. If I knew how to link it or whatever, I would do that, but I don't. And if you see something show up, it's because I figured it out, okay? You can go back and watch my previous video for some recommendations for bulk. I bet you have some of those cards sitting around in ETB containers, okay? You can totally pick out the higher value bulk cards and start selling those. They will sell very quickly right now. Alternatively, you can look at some of your EXs, your Vs from Sword and Shield. You can look at some of your duplicate IRs, or maybe just IRs you don't really care about because all you love is Maushold, remember? So you can find some Koraidons, Miraidons, Fidos, whatever is your least favorite Pokemon and things that maybe you have duplicates of, you can sell those. And believe it or not, EXs, A-Specs, Vs, low-end IRs, all of these things are selling like hotcakes. It doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire overnight. It just means that there's a guaranteed way for you to secure sales pretty quickly, okay? So I recommend that you go through your collection and you find 50, I'm going to lower it, 25 to 100 cards that you can sell. You can count bulk towards that number, and you can count EXs and higher towards that number. Remember, the whole purpose of this video is to get you selling cards, to figure out whether or not this is for you, okay? Now, that's the video, right? Step number 1, pick a name. Step number 2, sign up for TCG Player. And step number 3 is to pick 20 to 100 cards for you to sell. After that, of course, you want to list them and to start selling. Now, this is kind of the post-credit scene to the video, okay? So if you've clicked off, no worries. If you hate the video, hit that dislike button, guys. I appreciate those. Now, let's talk about what happens next, okay? Because you got to figure out how to ship cards. So if you're in this video this long, then chances are you're really considering this. So let me give you some extra tips and tricks for how you can be successful. Okay, so what do you need? You need I would recommend starting with number 10 envelopes, the windowed version. Of course, you need a way to print out your packing slips. I bet probably you have a printer at home or you have access to a printer somewhere where you can make this happen. Go back over to, if you're an adult, go back to your parents' house for dinner and just be like, hey, Mom, it was so great to see you. High five. I got to print a couple packing slips, Your mom and your dad will love to see you and you get to use their printer for free. And you could use that you could use that tip. I just gave you gold. I just gave you access to a free printer, okay? Hit that like button if you never thought about that. Now, Once you have the number 10 envelope with the windowed envelope style, you have a way to print your packing slips. Now you also want a way to safely ship your cards. I recommend starting with top loaders. You can put, people say you can put up to three to four cards in there without them being damaged. I like to just stick with two cards per top loader. And I actually use these little like foldable pieces of cardboard to protect my cards. But you're gonna learn all of that. What matters right now is that you just need like a top loader to ship the first order that you get. And you need some tape so that you can secure the top loader within the envelope. Pro tip here, card collectors do not want tape on their cards, okay? It makes sense. You're probably a card collector yourself. Do not put tape over the top of the top loader, okay? Don't do that because that could be dangerous for your feedback, okay? Trust me, as someone that knows that has made some mistakes in my life, don't do that. So once you have all of that, you can start shipping your first couple orders. Of course, you need stamps. You can run into your post office, buy like a sheet of forever stamps, or you can just pay for them as you bring in the envelopes. And really that's it. You are now selling cards. So let's say you get 10 to 50 orders down the road, however long that takes you, and you're like, you know what, I think I want to step this up. I think I really want to get into this. Well, that's really exciting for me because I've got videos on my channel that go over more in-depth like details and strategies behind selling bulk. I love selling low-end, low-value cards that people think are trash. I like turning trash into cash. You can check out my videos there, and I'll have some more upcoming videos to help you be successful. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Also, if you made it to this point in the video, comment down below and say chalk, okay? C-H-A-L-K. Because my shirt looks crazy, guys. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you for the next one. If this video encouraged you, I really hope it did. I hope I gave you some practical next steps to help you start selling. I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.